My mic was muted. It's pretty stupid. My hair is kind of wild today, but yeah, that is what it is. Couldn't care less, I guess. I could care less. I care a lot. Okay. I'll be right back, and then we will start with the 15 minutes. Just um, give me a few minutes or a few seconds, if you will. So. All right. Here I am. Came in like a hurricane. Okay. Yeah, so I wait today for my friend Seven Sins. And as soon as he is joining, we will have a quick look into the Nifty 50. But until then, I will go through with you through the NQ as usual. So I haven't made the German channel so far because I don't know really what name I could use, but yeah. I will do that as soon as I have an idea. So, yeah, but until then, I will just stick to the English channel. Anyway, we do have the weekly chart here. We see a not yet builded in volume imbalance, which could form the next week, but I'm not sure about that. So there are not many levels here of interest for me, only to the upside, but nothing so far to the downside. So yeah, let's jump to the daily. On the daily, I in fact do have this relative equal lows here, and I do think this acts as kind of a resistance or support rather where we are now. And I think this is a magnet. I think this is a magnet. I think price has a lot of it, a lot of magnets to the upside, and I do think we will see higher prices today. Today is gonna be the day. Yeah, on the 4-hour chart, it's basically the same. Like we left a bit of this gap open. I think we will leave this open for a while at least and trade higher. We are right now above the 4-hour conquer encouragement of this old wick here and below the conquer encouragement of this fair value gap. So as soon as we hit this conquer encouragement of the fair value gap and we go through it, I would like to see price taking off until maybe here 18,305. I think this is the beginning of the new week opening gap, and I do think that this is I do think that this is a target worth aiming for. So, okay. So, yeah, basically that's it with the 4-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, I got this volume imbalance here, which is the level I aim for on the 1-hour chart, like another level where I want to see how price is acting there, acting and reacting there. And yeah, we can delete the relative equal lows there. They're not meaningful anymore to me though. So let's switch to the 15-minute chart. It's this one. Um, yeah, we were in an uptrend, but in a macro downtrend. So on the macro perspective, we are in a downtrend. If you look long term back, and if you look short, if you zoom in and you look short term into it, we're in a short uptrend here. So I'm still for longing now, to be honest. I have so many levels above, and I would love to see price just taking up higher. Do I think we will go higher? I don't know, but I do think it's a good target for the AM session though. But first, I would like to see some measure of sells been taken out, either the London range low or the opening range gap high, which isn't right because it's the opening range gap low, or the Asian range low. So these levels here are of interest for me. This one isn't because it's too low. And if we hit this one, I'm not pretty sure if I would still be longed in the market. But yeah, we have to come so far to see it. And yeah, I will wait um, with setting a trade until I will wait with setting a trade until the market is open because I'm just so early here because I wait for 7 cents to join my stream. And as soon as he is joining the stream, we are going to the Nifty 50, which is the Indian stock market. But let me show you this. Like this is still the NQ, but this is the Nifty 50. And I'm very curious what he will tell me about this one. And yeah, unfortunately, I saw right now that it's just open. It's opening in 15 hours, 14 hours. Yeah, 15 hours. And yeah, let's see what he's telling me about this one. How long does this have open? It has open very short. Like that's not long. How long it's open? Yeah, but let's see. Let's see what he's telling us and yeah, what we can do with that. So let me check this. We're on the 22nd today. Yeah. In general, we're in a nice flag here. Up move, flagging down, and I do think we probably will go higher. If we will do that in the pre-market, I'm not sure about that, but let's see. So let's have a look at the financial choose. There we go. Yeah, so basically today, let's open up Forex Factory simultaneously. We do have Richmond Manufacturing Index today, which is an orange news driver and not that much of interest for me, but still, it's driving the price. So I have to keep that in mind. And yeah, other than that, I do think we don't have anything today. Mm-mm, anymore, like nothing really important. Okay, pretty cool, pretty okay. So let's see what we are about to do here. So basically, it looks pretty nice, isn't it? A very clean move to the upside, and I do think that we're so clean right now with this uptrend. It's absolutely, it would be absolutely thinkable and normal for price to go down and take out a measurement of the sell side here. I'm so tired today. Although I haven't slept that I slept 6 hours. So it's normally enough. Anyway, let's jump to this one here. We can add the 830. We can add the 830 open, which is this one here. Okay. What is the dollar doing, by the way? We have a look at this as well. I don't know why I've closed this, so I have to open it up each time over and over again. Oh, damn, the dollar is consolidating. Dollar is consolidating and it has this huge gap here. And due to the fact that the dollar and the indices, or at least the NQ, the dollar is moving in tandem, I I do think that both will go up even more due to this gap here. And we also got some nice relative equal highs. Yeah, it's a lot for price to take it here. I do, sorry, I do think we will go lower long term. But for now, not necessarily. But let's take a quick look in the Nifty 50. I'm not sure if 7 Cents will join us, but I will have a quick look into this. I mean, he told me that this market is very volatile, but it's really crazy. Look at the gaps here. Let's put it on a 5-minute basis. We have a lot of gaps here, right? A lot of gaps and just short dealing ranges mostly in just one direction. I mean, here we consolidated a bit. Honestly, I really don't see how to trade this, because these large gaps make it really difficult for me to handle this. I don't know. I don't know. Let's stick to what we know. Which is the NQ. Back to the roots. Back to the roots. So what is the ass doing? I love it when they all go in tandem and move the same. I love it because when divergence happens, like in this um, price action, then it's meaningful. Then it's really meaningful. Like if we get a divergence, it's this kind of price action where price is really just moving the same on all three indices, and then it's taking one liquidity but not the other. That's very strong. It's very strong then. This is very strong then. Yeah, so it's pretty boring right now, isn't it? I will look for names for the German channel. Um, So market is really not doing so much, at least not that much as I expected it to do. That's fine, that's okay, that's good, that's nice. Um, so not really much is happening here. It's trading slightly higher, but we're still in a range. We're still in this whole London range, to be clear here. And we failed at the daily low of the 15th of April, I guess it was. Yeah. So it's a strong move to the upside here. I don't get it why I sometimes I have very good internet and then there are other times where my internet is really just sucking. It's so fucking annoying because it's so slow. So slow. Yeah, we're going up here. I think if we break this now to the upside, we're good to go higher. It seems that we failed on this fair value gap here. Body stayed inside, which indicates some kind of bullishness. I will show you some more ideas here. And with this fair value gap, and price was just staying inside of it. And to the downside, we do not really have, like we do have here something, but that's already very low. It could still happen, but I don't think for now. We traded into the half point of it and then immediately had a reaction, which gives us the sign that it's pretty much not very, but it's bullish. Then it consolidates and then it took off. And then it took off and then it built at the Asian at the London range high here and retraced. And now we had this flag here and now we go higher. So I do think we probably will take this out and or just smash higher. I don't know that. I don't know that. That's very smart. I was again on the wrong display. So we now again we have this fair value gap here. And price respected it with the bodies. And yeah, also we had the fair value gap here. But the wick, even the wick was only able to trade in the midpoint of it. So I do think we'll see, or it's obvious that we had some reaction there. And yeah, now we're trading a side of the London range, which is basically from here to here. Hey, 7 cents, man. Nice to have you here. How you're doing? $0.07. I had a quick look into the Nifty 50. Let's jump in together. There we go. That's a Nifty 50, man, but it's closed. Like, if I go here, it's telling me that market is closed. This market is closed. The pre-opening trading begins in 14 hours. So Indian markets are not open now, so we cannot trade them. 7 cents. Is it better for you if I write instead of speaking? Like, is it easier for you if I write in the chat, or is it easier for you if I speak? I'll be right back. I have to make another coffee, man. I'm really tired. Like I have to fix this. So there we are again. I haven't made a coffee. I haven't made a coffee because I cannot drink too much coffee. So 7 cents. Hey man, how are you doing? Yeah, I read that. I read that he is about to visit. Um, Let me just fix this. Why is this camera so? There we go. All right, let me make some music real quick so it's not so um silent here. Yo, 7 cents. You said that we have a look on the Indian markets today, but they're closed. Like the Indian markets are closed. There we go. Maybe not that loud. All right. So, yeah, there we go. Let's make this a bit not so loud. There we go. I hope the music is okay from the volume, and I hope my voice is clear and loud enough. So, yeah, I said it before. I do think we will go higher. We respected this level here, and let me make something without tone. Where's my? There we go. That's good. Okay. So we trade higher after we respected this here with the bodies, and I do think that we probably just go higher now. Maybe we reach the target I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the stream. And yeah, let's see. On the 1 minute basis, we traded to the 8th of April, like we traded into it, used the bottom line of it to go higher, and then traded through the real-time hour for value gap of yesterday, traded above it a bit, and right now we're above it. So I do really think we will stay above it, and probably we will go, I don't know, let's see. It's depending on how the opening is reacting. And how's today's free opening in the market? So right now it looks like we are opening with a opening range high, and that the price is opening higher than yesterday. Let me show you this. Mm, we need the left display. Yeah, here you see it. Basically, let's change the real-time hours. This one here is the real-time hour. This is the opening range gap. You can see this one here. The opening range gap is always the close of the previous day. And if you see how you see, this was the close of yesterday. Here, this here is the close of yesterday. And that's where we are now. So right now it looks like we open with the gap up. And I do think we will stick to the gap up. I think we will see some sell-off in the beginning when the markets open. And if we do so, if we have a sell-off in the opening, but we leave this London range high still in play before we open, like I don't want to see this been taken out before we open. And in the opening, I want to see a move down and then higher. I would not like to see this one being taken out before we open the market. Because we will open with a gap up, pretty sure. And I would like to see something like trading inside of the, let's say we open where we are now. And I would like to see price going into maybe the 50% level of the opening range gap, which is just built when we open the price in 22 minutes, and or the London range low and taking out these lows here. And the lowest point I would like to see price is somewhere here, leaving some small part of this open and not closing it entirely. Like I would not like to see it close the opening range entirely. And yeah, I do hope we will see some sell-off at the beginning of this, but we have to see how things turn out. For now, I don't want to see price. I don't want to see price taking out. Where is my? There we go. I don't want to see price taking out this level here. I stick to the demonstration thing. That's pretty cool. Here, I don't want to see price taking out this before we open. I just want to see it after the open. Like I hope I can catch a long. That's what I mean. What I mean with that. I hope I can take a long somewhere in the macro or even in the beginning of the open. So. So let's see. Still 18 minutes to go. Until we open. And I don't like, I also don't would like to see price just smashing down right now. Staying on this level here would be perfect, maybe a bit lower, but trading inside of this range, that would be cool. Yeah, I think so. Um, right now, it's very important how price is acting on the SMA 7 here. But it's okay. I would like to see it close below, because if it fails here and goes higher, it would indicate some strength to the price, and probably this would lead to taking out these highs, and that's not what I like to see. Hold on, I have to fix this. Why is this so weird? My cam is just on a complete strange position, and I have no idea why that is. Okay, let me fix this. A bit more. There we go. And let me zoom in. There you go. Okay, that's better. Um, yeah, as I said, that's what I like to see. So far, we trade sideways, and um, you see on the 1 minute basis, we had a difficult time um, closing below the first reach-time offer value gap. This is good. This is good because um, this gives me the sign that price in its core is strong today. And yeah, let's see. I also like coffee too, sir, but you did not say to me for coffee. Yeah, coffee is the best, man. Coffee is the freaking best. So I would like us to stay in this consolidation here. Let's see. Just give me a second. I have to clarify some things here simultaneously until the market opens. Oh yeah, man. Tea. You're a genius. I will make a fucking green tea after this. Oh yeah. Thank you for this, man. That's awesome. A genius idea. You have ever to Rome. You have ever come to No man. No man, I never were in India. I've never been there. I've never been in India. Where are you from, India, man? India is pretty big. Like, India is crazy big. So we have 9 minutes until the market is opening. It's opening until market is opening. Until the market opens. So let's see. I would really love to see a fall, a sell-off before we rise. So as I said, I would prefer price to stay below the SMA 7. I would not like price to um, rise higher. I want it to go lower. That's what I want. Seven cents, but I think you can just submit for a visa, or isn't it possible to a tourist visa for, I don't know, 3 months or so, 90 days, something like this? Should be possible, or to just ask, just submit for a tourist visa. So it's getting dangerous. We just have 4 minutes left and we are very near at the high. So I would really like to see price not taking this out. Come on. I don't like the fact that price wasn't able to really close below it. I mean, it closed a bit below it here, but immediately traded above the range again. Um, it's pretty strong, but it's good that we open up in a few minutes. Why? Why would they deny? I mean, it's just a tourist visa. Should be possible or not? So 1.5 minutes. If things are going well, we will see the sell-off before we take out the highs. So as I said, this is what I want to see, a sell-off at the opening. What do you mean, 7 cents? Tell me, what do you mean with these tourists eat a lot? What do they eat, man? Normal food or what you talking about? That's perfect. Perfect timing for Apex to kick me out of my account. Amazing timing. Amazing timing. What is going on in the market right now? It's just the opening move. We're just trading a bit. We can go to the left chart here. You can see it. We have this opening range here. There we go. So I would like to see price going at least to this level here before I go in along. And yeah, if we hit this level or this level here, I would consider a retrace. I would consider this as a retracement and look for higher prices. But for now, this is just a normal opening move. Like we zigzag a bit around and we just consolidate within this range. You can see it here in the 1 minute, pretty nice. That there is not much happening here. We just take out some orders here. So far, this is nothing really spectacular. We want to see how price is reacting here on this level and how we react, especially on the midpoint of it. I want to see price going through it, as I said, at least to this level here. It can just wick to here, that would be okay. Most likely it will go until here and then I would expect a retracement. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. It hasn't really hasn't really have to happen like this. This would be enough. This point here and retracing from here higher. This would be enough for me. This gapping up is indicating some strength in the market, and yeah, it's good for us to see that because I do hope we will see a manipulation at the macro. And if we do so, the level I mentioned, if we see that, I would wait for some break of structure there. And as I said, I hope price will not take out the London range high or this high here rather before it sweeps some liquidity. I would prefer it to see price closing below the SMA 7 on the 5-minute basis. And if it does so, that would validate my idea even more. But let's see. There's a bit more to it. Price also has to close below the 116 level, which is the daily high of the 16th of April. Because yeah, you see it here, price really respected this level, so it's reasonable to expect price respecting this level here as well. So we took out the high. That's what I said I don't like to see before. For the narrative with the liquidity sweep on the downside first. So if we reach the new week opening gap low, it's 21st of April, before we go lower, I would probably wait until 11 and take the retracement hour for a retracement in the up leg if this all happens until 11 o'clock. But let's see what price is doing. Yeah, man, it's going pretty fast so far. You can see it here on a 5-minute basis a bit better. We took out this high, and right now we're inside of this first return or fair value gap of the 4th of April. We also have our first presented fair value gap one here, like a smaller one. 22nd of April. And also we do have the first real-time hour displacement here. First real-time hour displacement of today. So we probably just take off until we take out this high here. Yeah, 4 to 5% would be pretty much like, I do think we have, as I mentioned before, I do think we have targets to the upside, a lot of targets. But I think like my highest target for today would be 18,341. Oh no, hold on. That's not true. My highest target for today would be 8,420. Um, how much would that be in percent? Yeah, like I think we will make maybe 1% more. Would be in total 2.5% for the daily. So for now we are from yesterday's close to now we are 300 points away. From the real market close, like not the after session, only the real market close until now. So we have 2.5 more minutes until we enter the macro, and I would like to see price going to the new week opening gap low of the 21st of April, in or before the macro, and give me some break of structure from there on. Pretty strong price action here. So macro starts. Let's see if it's able to make an inversion here on a 1 minute basis, but it looks too strong to do that. So no inversion so far. It's going slightly lower, but where is this? This is the first displacement of today. So I want to see how price is reacting on the first 3-time-hour displacement of today, and this point here exactly, and how we react from there. If we are able to close below it and use it as resistance, or if we just use it as support and jump higher. For now, most importantly, is how price is reacting at this point here. Like, is it able to go to the midpoint? How is it reacting at the midpoint? And if it's going through the midpoint, the next thing would be the third quarter of this fair value gap and how it's behaving there. Like, the third quarter of it would be in alignment with the first return or displacement of the 22nd of April, like today. So it's very important for me how the very next candle on the 5-minute basis is opening and how it's behaving. Is it going lower? Is it trading inside of the midpoint of this fair value gap here? Or is it just smashing higher? If it's just smashing higher from here, I would immediately go long. But it's not. It's not. We're trading lower for now. So right now the SMA 7 is in alignment with the midpoint of the fair value gap, which gives more credibility to it. But let's see if price is even able to go there. How about you, man? 7 cents. So if price gives me a breaker right now with a retest, I would go in. That's pretty good. Have you only traded the Nifty 50 or have you also traded the US markets? And now you try to switch to American indices. So the Empire State Manufacturing Index hasn't really done that much. Still, for me, if you're long in this market, it seems too easy. I would like the long until it's hitting the, what have I said before, like the new week opening up low, 306 level. But I get a feeling that price will give a retracement before it's hitting this level. And that's where I would go in. Because even I missed the entry for a good risk to reward ratio, so wouldn't even be worth it right now. I mean, I get it why price is going up, but I don't get why it leaves the whole sell side open. It's kind of mysterious to me. So if we hit the new week opening gap below on the 21st of April, we also are hitting the fair value gap midpoint of 16th of April as well. So I want to see a reaction there. It's a really strong up move here on each time frame. Just like to see some kind of retracement. A long range high would be pretty cool. And yeah, I would probably enter on that. Would be in alignment with the real-time order displacement of today, the first real-time order displacement of today. Let's see. So 50 seconds until we close the 15-minute chart. I mean 15-minute candle here. So I would like to see something like this going higher from here. This would be ideally. And I would enter somewhere here if price is bouncing from this level. If we're not reaching it, I don't care. I don't ever tried that today. But yeah. Be long somewhere probably here. Okay. Let's see. It's pretty nice because this would also go in alignment with the 4-hour closing of the up to being built for value gap here. And this is exactly the level from the London range high, which is also the level of the first real-time hour for value gap, or first real-time hour displacement of today. And yeah, so there are several levels. Again, screaming, shouting. Let's see, it's still a long way to go to this level. Well, it's not looking good that it will hit this special level. Maybe it will just take off. I mean, basically it retraced enough into this for value gap, so this is, I guess it's institutional order flow entry drill here. So if we overcome the CE, I would try along there and risk it. that I'm part of the manipulation, and if this goes wrong, I would retake it at the bounce from the real-time order displacement. How much this is in points? It's 60 points, which is 1.2k, isn't it? Yeah. Can put it here, that should be fine as well. But this is not a fair value gap, which isn't that as strong as I wish it would be. But it's still, yeah, it is still one. So if we trade higher right now, stop loss would be somewhere around here, and take profit would be here. It's a clean 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. It's okay. Could this be a turning point on the 5-minute chart? Let's see. Thank you, 7 cents. There we go. If this builds a fair value gap now, I would go in and use it as an inversion. But it's not. There we go. All right, this wave. Oh, it hasn't filled me. Oh man, that's annoying, but that's okay. Whatever. Sometimes it is going to open the market gap off, so hold the call the next day and keep it. Sometimes, so you mean you traded just like the indices? So you look at the indices, like the US market, and then you just transfer it to the Indian markets, is this right? So we're just dealing sideways here. So I have no idea what to think about this because we're just going sideways. We have a nice sell side which took out at least the recent high, but it's not so bullish in my eyes because we're just sideways. We have a lot of sell side open, and I do think we should have to retrace at some point. Today is acting more or less like a Monday, probably because the holidays, and also that yesterday was in most European countries also a holiday, I guess. So price has a very difficult time going above the New Week opening up low, and it's also the midpoint of the fair value gap and the low of the volume imbalance at the 4-hour chart. How is tomorrow even doing with the news? I think we should have something red tomorrow. Yeah, we do a lot. Flash manufacturing index, service PMI. 945. 945. So tomorrow we'll be here at 9:30, not 9:15. Makes no sense to be there at 9:15 just to wait for 9:45. So 9:30 I will start and yeah, go through new home sales. I think I will not even take a trade until we have the numbers of new home sales. Yeah, so I think I will end here. It went partially as expected. Like I thought that price will go up to the targets. It reached my targets I talked at the beginning of, but it gave me no entry. So unfortunately, no long here. Just um, a small loss due to the stop out. But yeah, so my daily targets are hit. I see no reason to stick around because I have no direction no more for today. The price could go. So yeah, as I said, I will be here tomorrow at 9:30, and we will go through the PMI, um, PMI, I guess PMI. Yeah, service and manufacturing PMI as well as through the home sales. And until then, have a good time, have a good day. Bye bye.